can you differentiate between real apology and not real apology? Wait, you're thinking there are two kinds of apologies? So here's the deal. If you're an adult child alcoholic or any other addict, like, well, like I am, I experienced some childhood traumas and I didn't get enough of attention and approval and support and all of this. And when people close to me were hurting me, and if I ever pointed out to them, they just totally gaslight me, and they're like, no, that's not even out of question. That's just not, it's not real. But even if they will try to talk to me and they will say some sentence back to me, I will take this as a real apology, and I will think, yeah, they care about me, they understand my needs, they're there for me. But that's not what it was. So I want to tell you now in this video how not a real apology sounds like. Because if you're dealing with a narcissist or somebody that doesn't really care about you, it may look like something like a real apology. And if you had the childhood trauma, you may take it as one, but you shouldn't. So here is the list. When let's say somebody hurt you and you pointed out and you said, you know what, you hurt my feelings, or you didn't stood up for me, or you didn't show up for me, or whatever. And they say, and I'm gonna read, you are taking it the wrong way. Have you heard that one before? You're just taking it the wrong way. Yeah. Like, are you telling me I don't know my feelings? Yeah, that's not a true apology. Or they say, you're just being too sensitive. Wait, so my needs are not matter? That's not an apology. Or they say, let's forget it even happened. Let's forget it even happened. Yeah, like brush it off. And, again, your needs don't matter. Or, I said that only because the way you acted. So they're hurting your feelings, right? And you're telling them, look, you hurt my feelings. And then they just totally turn it around it and say, well, it's your fault. I said that because the way you were acting, I'm sorry. That's not an apology. Next. I am sorry, but... and it looked like it's going to kind of like go the right way. And they say, I'm sorry. And then they add but. Kind of could be the same way, like, I'm sorry, but you are too sensitive. I'm sorry, but you totally overreacted. I'm sorry, but you did not do this either. I'm sorry, but remember the other time that you did to me? Not real apology. Oh, one of my favorites. I didn't mean it the way I said. You didn't really mean it, but you really said it. How can you say if you don't mean it? Really? Not an apology. Another one of my favorites. I will apologize if... if you do this. If you tell me next time. If you... that's also not an apology. They're just putting the blame to you. Let's just move on. Kind of like, let's just forget about it. Yeah, let's just move on. Again, that's not even trying to apologize. Not even trying. Next. I don't know anyone who would react the way you are. Really? Really? You sure? That is not an apology. It's not. And look, there is another sentence. They even can say, after listening to you, I love you. What does that supposed to mean? That is not an apology. It's not. So, if you ever talk to anyone and they kind of come up with those sentences that I just told you, it's not an apology. They're really not apologizing. They're not even trying to understand you. They're not even trying to be in your shoes, support you and love you. They're not even want to acknowledge that they were wrong. They're not even acknowledge it that you hurt. All they're doing, they're just turning around the tables on you. And the worst part is they're making you feel worse. Because when you're already bleeding and you tell them, you did me wrong, and they say, oh, no, this is all your fault. You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Let's just ignore all of this. That's just making things worse. So please leave me a comment and let me know. Did you ever heard something like that? The apologies like that, what I just said? Let me comment. And if you're looking, that you're watching this video on YouTube, please subscribe and like my videos. And if you would like more stress management tips and techniques, how to manage everyday stresses while you grow up in a dysfunctional family, please head out to my Facebook group, Stress Management for Adult Children of